select screens, we're seeing some boots. We are starting with some free boots, and boost runner starting in Link's house, getting the heart piece. And we got some slight divergence. Glan going for a pretty not unusual start, going for the castle and the first triple. Meanwhile, prdwong checks out the Hylia Island. I don't think it was something, so I think he right now does a teleport and goes for Hobo. An interesting start to the game. Gets you one item early on, and Glan finds the Quake medallion in the first chest of the uncle. And just some arrows on the uncle himself. Meanwhile, prdwong at Hobo gets himself some waiting time and bombs. Bombs nice. And Glan finds the map, so we know there's only one more dungeon item in the entire escape sequence, being the small key. And yes, we are live. The Overworld Glitches tournament, other than most other tournaments recently, is actually not using any delay, and we just got our map check. Blue Pendant in Eastern and 2 crystals at Hera and Desert. Swamp Palace being our green pendant, and prdwong checks out the back of Sashara's hut, gets a mushroom. He is right now really close by. He can directly go ahead and turn that in if he wants to. Meanwhile, Glan going to check out the number. I think that was a pretty quick check, and okay, it's just 300 rupees, so it on restream a bit better. So yeah, I a bit earlier already talked about boot slips. Right now, prdwong did another boot slip, exactly 8 pixels into the wall, and then was able to buffer in an input into the wall. That's a diagonal on the first frame, no right or left first diagonal direct, and that triggers the game to be weird in its collision detection, and suddenly we teleport upwards. And prdwong actually goes on to reset. He loses the mushroom from that because he did not save it. But if he finds the Cane of Samaria, he can reobtain it and get himself that one for the fake powder glitch later on. Glan finds some half magic in the blind's hut, as well as the mirror. The mirror in Overworld Glitches has kinda a completely different meaning than it has in normal NMG. And hey, there's a hookshot as well, which is extremely nice because that gives us availability to hookshot clips or spin or super speed clips in general. So yeah, the mirror in NMG kinda unlocks some locations by getting you from dark to light world. In Overworld Glitches, we can use the mirror actually to get from light to dark world by placing a mirror portal in specific ways and then use that from a different screen. That of course is not allowed in your standard no major glitches seed, but still a nice little thing that you can do in Overworld Glitches. I feel like Glan wanted to be a bit quick on his bomb and was a bit too quick and missed the bomb. And hey, there's the powder, so prdwong saving the mushroom wasn't required because Glan right now has some powder, so he will just go ahead and clip into the wall, dash for a jump over the transition, hold in for a fake flapper, also clip through some walls and drops into some nothingness, kinda into which leads to the Batcave. And yeah, this is in logic, and Overworld glitches is kinda interesting with all the things that you can do. And hey, for all the complexity we took to get there, it's a single rupee. And yeah, right now, since we got the boots early, we can shake the library and directly take the item, which is the swords. Swords are nice in this game because they allow us to do spin speed as well as buffer our inputs a lot easier. And Glan gonna shake the race game, sees it's nothing. Even if it would be something, he wouldn't care. He would kinda just grab the item. He wouldn't go race the game, he would cheat. I promise. We are not cheaters. So yeah, we are right now in desert. We kinda don't have the items that you would usually have for desert, like Titans. We kinda got the mirror, but we also don't have the flute or, you know, the book. Our glitches, desert is pretty much the sphere one, and we got the net. And yes, I am on my own right now because we kinda are short on comms in the European time zone right now, so hopefully that will be fixed soonish. And we got ourselves a fire rod. That fire rod allows us to beat desert right now if he wants to. And it looks like he doesn't want to beat desert directly. He first wants to check out the surrounding area in case he finds some weapon. He could also decide to just put desert aside for a moment and come back later on with Maya or something similar when he has a lot better equipment because there is no item left in Desert Palace. So, and yet now we quickly talk about spin speed clips, which is kind of like arm spin speed, which you should really learn even for NMG because that allows you to go fast. And then to do major glitch with it, you just walk into a corner and jump onto a different ledge that the game didn't really account for you to do. And yeah, that's how we pretty much glitch the game. We take some easy mechanics and take them to a way that the game didn't really appreciate them. Right now we again do one of the boot slips, clip through the wall till we jump and are in the back of desert. So we can straight up shake the out the boss. He got the fire rod and half magic and the sword, so I'm sure he will be fine with being able to beat the boss. Oh, and the hero Zin type in Desert Palace, unique item held by someone friendly. I don't think we had the border runner had anything, and neither had the uncle. So that might be something that we could find. Could be the catfish item, because that one is one of the most likely hints to appear for someone friendly. Glan having a bit of problems with Lanmo, but gets him down in the second cycle. Gets a map and his first crystal, just 11 minutes in. We also did find a bottle, so if our runners would choose to do so, they could use that bottle to get potions, and with potions we kinda break the game a lot more than we just do with our boots. All the potion glitches are not in logic, so whatever they want to do with the bottle, the only thing they kinda get out of that is the secret check. Right now, Glenn has the Death Mountain Ascent for Hera. He did jump down the screen transition and is now in Hera. Don't worry, this game is completely fine. It understands everything that's going on. Only we don't do. So now, prdwong apparently goes to check Lumberjack right now, which will allow him to do another form of the Desmond ascent. Oh, he doesn't check Lumberjack. Did you check it earlier? But either way, he can now do a downwards teleport here, which puts him onto the ledge and then allows him to jump twice, which brings him over the transition, and from the transition he can then do some movement and jump back and bounce. Sees the Spectacle Rock item to be just bombs, which is not useful for him, and yeah, then can just go into Tower of Hera. Okay, and by the way, most of our hint types in Tower of Hera being just tokens. This must be a joke. So right now we are going against our lovely Trodom. Glan only has the fighter spot, so he will have to deal with the rage phase of Moldom. So, and he's able to really does a nice bit dash through Moldom and get the kill. And we did not get the second item so far, so we might see a trip to the basement for a little tile room. prdwong trying to get a dash past the bumper and instead was a few pixels too high. There's a 4 pixel window where you can just dash past the bumper without any issues, and he gets it on the second try. So yeah, apparently the Spectacle Rock itself wasn't useful, so Glan now goes ahead and saves the old man, which is a nice thing to do. So Glan did skip out on the basement. That gonna be interesting if prdwong does decide to skip out on the basement as well. Okay, prdwong goes back for the basement, so that's a nice thing. And Glan comes back for Hera, and he goes for the basement. Okay, so both of our players will now for 45 seconds watch a little nice cutscene of them dealing with a room that is just well, stand on some pegs and have fun. And well, Glenn has a bit more fun. He stands in the corner and has fun. So yeah, double tie room, extremely interesting gameplay. Thanks Nintendo for putting this into the game. And our basement on our item for sitting 35 seconds through a cutscene is 20 rupees. The pinnacle of rewards. So right now, prdwong checking out the Spectacle Rock cave. Meanwhile, Glan heading over to the right side, to the eastern mountain, Lightbird side. I kind of would have liked to see him go in with a Murab and check out the Darkest Mountain while he's there as well. And for running in circles, we get bombs. So this mountain so far not really giving us a lot. Yeah, Glenn right now is on his way to Paradox Cave, which he can enter straight from the bottom. He has the mirror to erase this one block here and is then able to kinda just bomb the floor. Doesn't have to go through the upper, lower, whatever confusing thing cave. Gets another bottle with a fairy. Better release that one so you don't accidentally do a death swap into a fairy revival. Would never happen to anyone. Ooh, prdwong took a death there. prdwong again gets a bit knocked around by some dead rocks, but gets through this time. And Glenn right now is on his way to King's Dora. Oh no, he actually goes for the waterfall Death Mountain descent. Gets another fairy. And saves and quits out. That Death Mountain descent is pretty much allowing you to kind of sequence break the waterfall fairy cave a lot easier than with fake flippers. So with how few things we got in the last few minutes, I kinda have the feeling that we might want to go for Pyramid Ferry and Hyrule Castle soon. And yes, going into the waterfall like that is out of logic. You either need the pearl or the flippers in logic, even though we have a few ways to get in there by now that do not require either pearl or flippers. The logic in that part wasn't revised since we found those ways. Yeah, Minimolam Cave also not having much, so Glan right now on his way to the Ice Rock Cave will probably also head over to the Zora area from here. He doesn't set up a waterwork, so... Oh, okay, he goes back in, realizes that he wants the waterwalk, and comes back out with the waterwalk. So this time he can just dash past a few enemies and apparently bonk. That bonk doesn't matter really, as long as he's not already in the walk on water stage. And okay, after jumping down a ledge southwards, he can then just walk on water. Nothing special, he just turned to Jesus. Okay, our Zora ledge of day has nothing of importance. Except you wanna go rich. 20 rupees are nothing that you can miss if you wanna be rich. And our king of scam has another 20 rupees. It's going to be interesting to see where Glan goes next, and if I would give it a guess, I think his next place to go is... Okay, I thought for a moment he wanted to go for a Death Mountain descent with the bunny, but he screwed up his movement pattern and then quickly gone for the normal Pyramid Fairy rep instead. So what Glan just did was he kinda did a clip to Tower of Hera again, and from Tower of Hera he scaled down the mountain and globally moved down his position further and further south until he was on the for the game on the screen of the pyramid and placed the mirror portal right on top of where the entrance to the pyramid fairy is. I'm sorry, I kinda blanked there. He is then did a so-called Death Mountain descent from which he got the graveyard ledge, which is a nice route, and was able to then drop into a hole and get the Hula state and some rupees. And if you just look to the side, on the left side of Glan's screen, when he walked outside of the Hyrule Castle area, You saw his portal. His portal was right there in between a few trees. And yes, right now he's just gonna quickly do the escape sequence. We already have the map, so there's only the small key left. And if you want to get another try at seeing the mirror portal, prdwong on the left side. And you see him actually quickly use it instead of going for the escape first. So he mirrors into the portal looking upwards. And that allows him to instantly get just the Super Bunny state. You might know the Super Bunny state from the Super Bunny cave, which is that cave that instantly gives you Super Bunny. The exploration glitch, as it asks in chat, is not allowed in the Overworld Glitches tournament. So we do not want people to use it. We are from what glitches are allowed. We are only allowed major glitches that are actually on the overworld. If a glitch is on the underworld, that's not allowed. Except it's a minor glitch, so things like hovering on the underworld is still completely allowed, even though it's not required in logic. There are some minor glitches like bunny revival in dungeons that are in logic and are required to do, but that's pretty much just dying and you're good. For what the exploration glitch is, the exploration glitch is a major glitch that is pretty much allowing you to walk through walls on the underworld. You kind of trick the game in thinking you're on one layer where there's no walls, or where the walls do not align to what you actually see, and can then start to walk between rooms pretty easily and pretty much directly walk to the driver's room in Glan, behind Glan. And in Zelda, we actually did found a glove, and that glove is not in logic until we find another glove, because we did not find the small key, as far as I can tell. Right now, so Glan did Super Bunny mirror Death Mountain Descent. Okay, we got our map check. Green pendant, Swamp Palace. Red crystals at Ice and Palace of Darkness pendant at Turtle Rock, and Bow. The bow in Back of Escape locked behind a second glove, logically, because we do need the small key to have the Hyrule Castle to have the Zelda Cell and Boomerang chest to be in logic. So right now Glan actually takes some damage, completely intentional, and is going to die. Yes, he doesn't want to live that much anymore and takes the death. And forgets he has fairies. Yeah. You got another fairy, so... Okay, he remembers to release the fairy this time, so now he can just take another lot of damage, and that's gonna be good for him. Okay, so now he dies inside the dungeon. Dying inside the dungeon and then respawning at the entrance puts him back into link state, because the game kind of puts you back into link state when respawning at the entrance of a dungeon again, because you could have been hit by one of the bunny memes in like Turtle Rock or Thieves Town, and being respawned as bunny would probably confuse the game a lot. Another thing that the death did is, if you see the pods that he picks up, those are not skulls, those are actually pods. And those pods pretty much mean he's in the light world right now. The game thinks he's in the light world while being on the dark world overworlds. While being in the dark world, the game gets is completely fine with that. But as soon as he transitions on the overworld, the game will see, oh hey, you should be in the light world, and put him back to the light world. If he does, he does have the mirror, so he can quickly fix it once he's done with Woods, so that's not gonna be a big problem, but still something to point out. Also, we did find the moon pearl on prdwong's side in the first set of Eastern Palace, so all this cool little, hey, let's do this Desmond descent thing and everything, not required, just go to Eastern. And especially with that sequence broken glove and bow, this is a really good play, because prdwong can kind of complete this dungeon, even though it's a pendant. The pendant still can have items, so it's a quick 3 items, and maybe pedestal. I know Shed likes pedestal. And yes, Shed asks if this is fake words, and yeah, Glan is right now in fake dark world, which is also why he was link state on the overworld. And yeah, he can, as I said, he can fix it by just mirroring after Woods to get back to the real dark world, or transition to get into the real light world. So. And Modular down, that's one of our crystals. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I kinda got caught at a moment where I wanted to talk about stuff. So yay! So Glan right now does some really nice stuff as he is using the mirror to enter some doors on getting Super Bunny and missed it the first time running a sherry. Hey, Quake is new Yanke. We found that one already. Thanks. And Shed kind of was talking about pedestal right now, and pedestal right now is pretty much down to Maya Medallion. We do not need the flute in Overworld glitches. And hey, there's the myth. That's the glove that puts Eastern Palace, the bow, and the other gloves into logic. And Glan now finds his out of logic bow because he still doesn't have the small key. He didn't have the small key before getting the gloves from Zelda's cell. And the first glove was out of logic because Zelda's cell does require the small key to be in logic, because you could otherwise just use one of the small keys from the front, from one of the guards, and use it on the back and lock yourself potentially out of a few shakes. So right now I think, yeah, prdwong wants to shake the Maya area. We have a completely standard rain, nothing unusual about this, and we got Quake, and we got Quake already, so that's good. So we have the medallion for it on boost players. For items that we still need the hammer for Ice Palace, the Cane of Somaria for Misery Maya, and I think that's it. We only need the Cane of Somaria and the hammer to beat the game. Oh, and of course another sword, because Glan kinda doesn't like fighter swords. He thinks they are too weak. The logic does not account for that, because you could otherwise just not steal the key, and then the logic would expect that you have the key. So yeah, it just cannot look out for that stealing the key, because if you would steal the key and you would get it back from the back, that's fine. But if you don't get get it back, then the logic cannot react to that. Yeah, logic just cannot account for stuff like that because all of the things that the players can do, the logic must assume everything. Okay, we just now found one of the small keys in on the left side of Misery Mire. That small key, 100% of the time, guarantees there is a big key in the cutscene chest. So that's why prdwong directly goes for the cutscene chest right now. He might not do it if it would not be for the big key, but he knows there's a big key here, so he can just go for this one. Some cache is above the post. We already found it out on Boost Players, I believe. And there's our guaranteed big key. Overworld glitches means no major glitches in dungeons. We are allowed to do pretty much all glitches except for one special thing that is kinda useless actually on the Overworld. It's just for consistency that we always ban this one glitch. But on the Overworld, inside dungeons, we have no major glitches rules applied. We only do minor glitches, plus a few that we decided to allow for the tournament that are not yet decided on rules for the community overall. Really a nice armor fight from Glan there. I very rarely see people start from the bottom right or bottom in general, but it's nice to see some change because it's kind of boring that everyone does the same. Also, thanks Fidel for that updated overall glitches comments, explaining now all the glitches. Thanks. So right now prdwong is on his way to the season area, can quickly grab the smith while he's on the way. Still not having the glove, not having the hammer. We cannot do the hammer packs yet, so it's slightly less effective of a route, but still really a good decision to quickly do the smith while you're on the way. Oh my god, Glan just found out where the hammer is. So we need the master sword for the hammer. And we need the hammer to beat Ice Palace. We cannot do glitches that would allow us to skip the hammer. There are glitches, but those are definitely not allowed in this tournament. And hey, there's the Master Sword for PRDs. I am not sure where Glan did found the book, but once PRD does find it as well, he will be able to check the Easter tablet and get his hammer. And first shield and first mail upgrade. Cave for Super Bunny defense cave. Yeah, I also would guess that book was in Skywoods, as Glan did Skywoods from his traveling as Bunny through the Dark World. We also found the Eastern medallion. We kinda do not need that. Glan right now is in Pennant Turtle Rock. He also has a cane. Oh my god. Glan is like a Master Sword away from Go mode. So yeah, even though Glan is only a Master Sword away from Go mode, I'm sure he would like to find something like Silver's or the Tempered Sword as well, just because that's not reason. Also, yeah. So yeah, he pretty much does not want to do too much stuff with that. The map in the big shots of Swamp Palace not a useful hint, with Swamp Palace being a pendant. Also, anyone can remember where Glan did find the cane? Okay, Hookshot Cave. Okay. Okay, and PRD has the Hookshot, so once he's done with Skull Woods and goes back up the mountain, he's in like Go mode within like just moments. Glan just needs to get back to Witch of the Outcast, which is a good shack for him, and grab himself that quick little hammer, that quick little Master Sword from the bombable hut. And I think he actually is on the way there. Okay, this might actually be a quick seed. So what Glan here right now tries to do is bound himself to the screen transition and use the potion on the same frame as entering the screen transition, which gets him a flute that he can use in the Dark World, which is a so-called Overworld YBA or Fake Flute. Yeah, there is the Titansmith for Glan, as well as PRD being able to beat his third boss, being blind. This, of course, is only his second Twisted so far. Okay, Glenn right now quickly goes ahead and checks out, hey, what's in that my area, checks out what's on the second tablet as well. Just a little piece of laugh. Ooh, sadly gets a bit mirror-bonked there. He's fine on the second time though. And now he just quickly does a small little boot slip with downward teleport, I believe. Yeah, that gets him straight into the Maya area. Of course, with our lovely, perfectly normal rain. So yeah, the game kinda doesn't have the time to load the rain effect and just grabs whatever it can. And that's kinda nothing useful that looks even close to rain usually. Yeah, Wong right now in Scowood's gonna grab himself the book in just a moment for speed of Mothula. And Glan, why did you pick up the 10 arrows there? Oh right, okay. I understand why you picked them up. He did wanted some more arrows for the fight with Trios in Maya. And prdwong beating up Mothula with a really nice fight. Meanwhile, Glenn hunts down some Pawpaws in the Mighty Room. One of the banes of my existence because I really dislike this room. Okay, PLD quickly does another pair check. I think Glenn already did this check, and yeah, it's nothing. Okay, PRD right now only needs to get up the mountain, would find the hammer, and afterwards would have to decide to also shake Hookshot Cave and he's in go mode. Glenn right now only needs to find the Master Sword, which we know there is a Master Sword close by in the Bombable Hut. So both our players are pretty close to finishing. Okay, prdwong that goes quickly to the purple chest. We know this. This is not necessarily the thing that he needs to do, but it might be something that will give him like a better sword or silver. So it might still give him a good thing to save some time. And 20 rupees not really save time. But he knows of the tablets, he knows he has books, he knows he can quickly do the tablet, so he goes ahead and quickly checks the Bomber's tablet. And hopefully he has the peace of mind that he also can check Ether tablet quickly. And while he's over there, just also decide, hey, I got Zogshot recently, so let's also check out that shell. Come on, please go to Death Mountain, PRD. Okay, he goes to Death Mountain. He very likely will go for a hero clip next, which will reset his camera and get him up to the top of the mountain. Well done. Now come on, you got the book. You know you can check it. No. Oh, okay. I think this might actually be better for him if he goes for Hookshot Cave first and does afterwards go for the Ether tablet, if he doesn't forget it. Because if he would just get the hammer, he might decide to go for the Ice Palace instead, which is of course not the thing that he needs to do. Meanwhile, Glan goes through the dark rooms of Misery Maya. This dark room is not easy, so definitely nice if you can do it very well. But you kind of have to get some things set up. And prdwong gonna grab himself his Cane of Samaria in just a moment. And there it is. Now, hopefully, PRD does decide to go for the Ether tablet. He might decide to go for Turtle Rock instead. And it looks like he actually goes for Catfish. The cat who goes for Catfish. Don't worry, guys. Ether tablet is literally like 10 seconds away from a 7 quit. So PRD still can quickly grab it, but since he kinda forgot to grab it after clipping to Hera, I think he forgot. He goes for Palace of Darkness. Okay, now you guys can press your F in chat because he's gonna full clear Palace of Darkness, hoping to find the hammer in here, and he will not find it inside here. Meanwhile, Glan does fight with Vitreous Eyes and kinda keeps missing. At this point, it would probably be better to just spin or, well, just finally hit. So he exactly had enough arrows after missing a few on the smaller eyes, so it's good. Hey, thanks. The Moon Pearl is in the light version of the dungeon that we got the hint in. Okay, Glan next up gonna get himself to the village of the outcast. Gonna want to do Thief Town. Probably also gonna beat up the bomb in heart, which will give him the Master Sword. First goes ahead and finishes, I guess, the surrounding areas like Stumpy and probably also Digging Game. Once he's able to get past that one Moblin. Then right now gonna dig a lot for his Bombos medallion. He does not need the Bombos medallion. Okay, so Glenn picks up the Smith, so I'm very sure that he definitely thinks about the surrounding area around Thiefstown right now. So he will definitely pick up that Master Sword. And knowing that he knows where the hammer is already, he will be going in just a moment. Meanwhile, prdwong finding the silver arrows in the dark maze of Path of Darkness. There isn't much that PRD has over Glan right now, but silvers, that's the thing he has. Those silvers were gonna definitely help out with the Victorious fight once he is finally checking out Maya. And prdwong coming back for the Hera clip. Go west, PRD, go west. PRD, go west. Yes, he goes! Oh my god, our two runners gonna be in go mode in about the same moment. PRD gonna get the hammer, Glan gonna get the Master Sword, which will give him the hammer. Oh my god, woo! By the hammer, we know we are in sync for the go mode, guys. Oh my god. So, as long as two players know they are in go mode right now, that's gonna be quick. Glen has to beat Maya. Glen has to beat Thiefstown, which I think had a vanilla big key. prdwong has to pretty much go back to Desert Ice and Desert Pot and Maya, which he already started. We all has the big key. He just needs to go to the boss. Glan still needed the big key for the dungeon, so he still had to do some checks. Also, Shed, could you remind me? Our two runners did do Desert Palace, right? Port Bicky was on the arena chat, so pretty much almost optimal, just that you still need one more Smoky at that point. But I think the drop down chest has another Smoky, so it's going to be pretty quick for him as well. Well, I know boost players did go into desert. I think Glan did finish it up, and prdwong didn't come back for it. So yeah, if we are remembering correctly, prdwong still has to beat Desert, which is just a quick dip into the boss after beating Maya, so that's going to be fine. So yeah. By the way, a thing that I just now realized, guys, we can have a GT Becky guessing game. I hope you're hyped for that, because we still we never went into get installed. So once our runners have, one of our runners has 7 crystals, we can do the get install Becky guessing game. Thanks, Vince. Thanks for checking that landed desert. Oh my. PID, if you got a potion, that's a good time to drink it. Oh no, right. He still has his fairies. Right. Okay, he's good. Same. Right, they did find 2 fairies in bottles. Glan got a bit annoyed by them. PID never used them, and hey, there's our second shield. Okay. So, okay, apparently Glenn decides to do GT a bit early, which is an interesting but totally legit choice. He did found some temper spots, so that's gonna speed up his fights. So, I'm sorry, chat, no big key guessing game. So yeah, we got ourselves a bad mail and a flute so far in GT, so we should definitely just reset and start the against tower climb again. PRD lost his days there and kinda missed the withdraw because of that, so not really the best. Oh, this Wizrobe is trolling him right now, and there he goes. Heck, it wasn't only Penance Vampires, we even had Hookshot locking the Cane of Sumaria, so perfect seed to hover. We are still going strong in Glan's Tower, still not having found the big key. Meanwhile, prdwong kinda has some problems with the switch. That switch is extremely hard to do if you don't have a good setup for it, especially in the dark. PRD still having his second ferry. So yeah, that's nice to have. He is now out of ferries as far as I am aware. Glan just now with another really clean Amos fight. And hey, there's the cane and the big key. So meanwhile, prdwong in Maya gonna he's right now on chart. He's fine. He only needs 11 silver arrows into Vibrius, 9 on the small eyes, 2 in the big eye, and you know, he's completely safe. So I guess that prdwong not having beaten Delos yet will directly go ahead and do that now. He only needs to beat the boss quickly, so... Or does he? You... prdwong, you definitely did got the big key. I know that because the fire rod was in Desert, in the chest, behind the chest where you got the big key, so kinda pretty hard to get the big key, to miss the big key at this point. So yeah, both of our runners right now just in the final stretch. Glan using the fire rod and his his half magic as well as some knife tempered spins to two-shot all of those landmores. And prdwong beating Dirt is now on 6 Crystals actually, so only Pairs of Darkness left for him. But also, of course, Aghanim 2 is still to be beaten for him as well. Okay, prdwong gonna leave the Glan's tower for completely last. Will get him right on the pyramid at the end. He already has cleared out most of Path of Darkness. He just needs the boss. He already has a big key. He already has another small key. He is completely fine on everything. A pretty decent ergonomic to find. Looks like Glan wasn't ultimately happy about it, but it was a good fight. It didn't take too long for him. And now he is right on the pyramid. Probably is going to go grab the Path of Darkness crystal next. The flute was in Ganon's tower, but doesn't matter. It's not really going to get activated anyway. Much too late in the seat for this. So yeah, PRD kind of got lost in the dark room, decided to quickly reset, which is completely fine. Oh, he was out of keys. Oh, okay. That explains it. Okay, he's got back to his normal keys, so now we can do stuff again. So PRD hopefully doesn't get lost this time in the dark room. Of course, now having the key, he probably knows what he's needing to do. Get one of the turtles out of the way by hammering it, and now he stays in the dark. So that's pretty interesting. He is right now trying to find the right location for the turtles, and there it is. And now you can see. So that's nice. And we are at Hammersaw, so Glan, of course, not going to grab his silvers from the back of Path of Darkness, so it's going to be a slightly different fight. Right now I would actually give the advantage to in strength to PRD. Even though he has the fight as well, only the master sword, he will find the tempered in GT. But Glan has slightly shorter dungeons to clear right now. Just comparing Ice Palace to GT. The silvers are in the back of the Palace of Darkness in the Dark Maze. So, based on how PRD will decide to route against Tower right now, he will either be entering the Ganon fight about the same time as Glan is going to, or he will enter the Ganon fight in about the time difference that tempered Silverless versus tempered Silverless. And yes, tempered is in Ganon's tower, but PRD, PRD is going to do some DM threats, so he is going to find the tempered threat, but he is kinda staying away from the big key for a moment. Yeah, so he kinda right now gave Glan a slight little advantage, as Glan shows off a really cool clip that I never seen. I should learn that. And yeah, PRD, please don't fall right side. You kind of have a climb of the entire tower in front of you, so please don't go further back than you have to. The big key is actually totally fine. If he goes full right, that's actually better than if he would. No, big key is behind armor, so oh no. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Big key is in the right chest in behind ice almost, yes. So yeah, PRD just made this race extremely close. Also yeah, Islam. Just be 11 GT, just normal. It's not like that would never happen in NMG. So yeah, prdwong coming up on the vanilla ice armor fight. He got silver though, so it's going to be a quicker one. But in the meantime, Glan kinda already is at courts there, so yeah, silvers don't save that much time. So yeah, unless Glenn is going to take a fall on Ganon in phase 4, he kinda is in a big lead right now. At least we got the burn out of it as well. And yeah, Glenn gonna give us some little tricks here. Glenn, what are you trying to do? Don't. That will not work, Glenn. Glenn, this will not work. You will kinda not do stuff right. Yes, you kinda just armed a nice little how's it called? He just armed a Hulan as far as I know, so he goes into the shower and getting Hulan? Or not? Okay, I would have been like very sure that he would get Hulan if you gone that way. So yeah, Glenn gonna quickly make bacon out of bacon. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, it kinda wasn't lit up on the tracker, so Agnum was already beaten for Glenn. PLD is still in Glenn's tower right now. Yeah, Glenn right now is on his way to 12 spins of Tempered against Ganon. Gets a nice setup for a triple. And right, another one. So he's going along through this Ganon fight extremely quickly. Ooh, he got hit, so he's like 1 or 2 hits away, so it's going to be quick. It's going to be a quick finish for him. And there he goes. Get your GGs into the chat for Glenn. He just has to cross the finish line here. And GG's to Glenn. So yeah, prdwong right now just gonna have to quickly finish up the Ega 2 fight and then go into a really quick Ganon phase 2 Ganon fight. So yeah, the time of Glan was really solid, 1 hour 30 minutes and 24 seconds. So yeah, and we are actually joined by Glan. prdwong is right now still in the Ganon fight. Did you see you, Glan?
Thank you.
So that Moon Pearl kinda trolled you.
Yeah, I got it a bit late, but
Yeah, PRD actually got it a bit more nicely. He directly after doing the castle did go for the back of the escape, found his bow, which was kind of sequence break, and everything kind of got him from there. You know, you were doing bunny stuff.
I mean, I did the same thing with escape. I just did it later.
Yeah. And prdwong finishes as well at 1:33.28. GG's. So let's see that we get him in here as well. prdwong is in the setup channel, so he will join us hopefully soon. Okay, we are joined by prdwong. How are you doing, GG's?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
GG.
GG. Really close finish.
Yeah, except I felt like I did a bunch of bad decisions. I don't know how it was on your side, Glan.
I did some dumb things, but
yeah, Glan kinda did bunny darkbird stuff while you found Moon Pearl in Eastern.
Yeah, so the two main things that I kind of regret was not going into Eastern right at the beginning, because that's usually a play I do for Pendant Eastern on regular seeds. But for the glitch seeds, I kind of decided to put it off, so I regretted that. And then the other one was not going to the tablet before going over to the east side of Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, we were kinda a bit maybe slightly screaming at our screens for you to check that, because Glan already checked the tablet. He didn't have the Master Sword there, so we knew it was a hammer. He just couldn't get it yet.
Yeah, I think the hint of the friendly person holding the unique item just made me really want to get over to Catfish as soon as possible. And I kind of
Yeah.
forgot about the tablet.
Yeah, he kind of had the unique item.
God, what a terrible one.
Yeah, definitely was a pretty nice one otherwise. Also, by the way, that lamp location, Chad liked it.
What was it?
Right side GT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
I kind of put off GT
common.
for a long time.
Yeah, you kind of were our first person to go into GT, and you were already in Go mode. I already was kind of hoping for a GT big key guessing game, but no. Why did you ruin it?
Yeah, I was hoping maybe Glan might have looked into GT earlier, and then I could just get the big key early and save some time. But
Yeah,
it turned out all the way at the end.
Yeah, I think that was the opposite of early.
Yeah. And that GT, I think, would have been clearable without Hammer.
Yeah, GT
on
was
right side.
GT should have been clearable without Hammer. I don't know how it would have been looked with keys for upstairs, but at least the entire downstairs area would have been clearable.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you feel about your chances in the tournament right now? So, about your group?
Feeling okay about it. Haven't really played a lot of rando lately, but
I feel like it's a really hard group, so I don't know about me. I don't think my chances are that good.
Hey, for the tiebreaker score, by the way, you got just 3.39% behind Glan for this one, which is the lowest tiebreaker score that we had so far in the tournament. So that's nice.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
But yeah. Do you guys have anything more to say about the seed in general that you wanted to say?
I kind of got a little bit trolled by the mushroom too, because I went to the potion shop right before Eastern. I was thinking I might fake flute and try to do pot and Eastern together, and I decided against doing that. And then I got the mushroom and Sahazula. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
go right back there.
Well, PRD actually did check the mushroom extremely early. He did Sahasrara pretty early, got the mushroom, and then did the clip to Wish from there. Checked it and reset because he was probably hoping for a fake powder at some point, and powder was in Kakariko.
Yeah.
I did like that powder location. It was really convenient.
Really,
the
really convenient. You kind of had to book a lot earlier than PRD because PRD kind of took some time till he was in Squidwards.
Yeah, I dipped into Mire. I was like, if there's something here, then I just win, right? And then there was nothing there.
No, it was all on this mountain. Yeah. GG's. I guess we're gonna wrap this up now.
Yep, GG's.
GG's.
And yeah, if you did like what you saw in this race, we kinda gonna continue on SpeedGaming 5 with the next digit match between Badiama and Doomtap. Meanwhile, let me quickly pull up the schedule. We have the German ALTTPR tournament on SpeedGaming Deutsch, the A Link to the Past Randomizer Daily on SpeedGaming 4, and SM Prodigy on SpeedGaming 2, And Zelda won 100% no R&A on SpeedGaming 3, so just choose what you want and check back on the SpeedGaming network of channels, and see you again later. Goodbye.